Today, Owen and I have been invited to the legendary HORIBA MIRA test track.
HORIBA MIRA.
Specialised testing facility.
And we're going to see just how much of a difference cold weather tyres really make.
And we're going to do it the Ferrari way. We've been handed the keys to two of Ferrari's most exciting machines.
Here we have the Purosangue. It's 725 brake horsepower from a naturally aspirated V12. It does 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds.
And here, the Ferrari Roma Spider, a twin turbocharged V8, 620 horsepower and 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. And apparently, they've got a challenge lined up for us. Oh, this is
Here
serious
it comes.
now.
Hang on.
Durdum.
Dear George and Owen, today you'll be head-to-head in two challenges using the Purosangue and the Roma Spider to demonstrate the effectiveness of cold weather tyres. Your first challenge, accelerate to 60 miles per hour, then perform an emergency stop at the marked braking zone. The shortest stopping distance wins. You'll each get 2 runs in both Ferraris, but you won't know which tyres we've fitted, cold weather or warm weather tyres on each attempt. Think you'll spot the difference.
We've got 2 Ferrari Purosangues and 2 Ferrari Roma Spiders. On each model, one car is running warm weather tyres and the other is running cold weather tyres. And the only way we're going to find out which one is which is by driving down the straight line brake testing area and braking as hard as possible. We won't know which car is running which tyres until the results are revealed later on in the video. So if I'm not mistaken, he's got to meet 60 miles an hour before the cones, brake, and dependent on what tyres they've given him, we're going to find out just how quick, or at least how short, that braking distance is.
When you're ready.
Oh, let's put it in gear.
Purosangue, V12, let's see how he does. Hopefully he brakes here. Okay, right. Stopped pretty quickly. That was to be expected. It's an amazing car.
It's not as squirmy as I was expecting it to be. Yeah.
But just how big was that distance? That's what's important.
I'm not moving. A centimetre could make all the difference. Look, he can't even turn it round. Honestly, why is he doing a 3-point turn in the middle of the track? Does he know which track he's got to go down?
When you're ready, mate, we're ready.
Here he comes. Oh! Gosh! He started braking there. You could knock about 10 metres off of that.
That's crazy. Oh, wow.
They've got some brakes on them.
Needless to say, I'm not used to braking in a car that's not only this expensive, but also one that has brakes this good. This is attempt number 2. Owen is in the other Purosangue. Still don't know what the tyres are, but this is my favourite colour choice. So let's see if he can either beat the last one or not do as well.
All right, when you're ready, mate.
And brake.
Oh, I think I can tell the difference.
I mean, I'm going to throw a guess at that looking like it was longer.
The other tyres were most definitely better.
I'll be honest, I have no idea how long that was. Okay, good to go. Automatic, first gear, go.
Definitely cheated on the last one. I don't think he was doing 60 mile an hour. He broke before he got to the cones and then he reversed after he'd stopped. Here he comes again. Now watch for the reverse lights. It'll come back about 5 metres when we're not looking before we get to measure it. You watch.
It's hard to say, but I feel like that was a lot further than the previous car. So Owen's now in the Roma Spider. The sun has now come out and the rain has stopped, thank God. But because we don't know what tyres he's going to be in, is this car going to be different to the Purosangue? I can imagine it probably is, but let's find out.
When you're ready, mate.
Now it's rear wheel drive. is it going to make a difference?
That was quite a good one.
Hello, hello, boys and girls.
When you're coming back the other way, you can't see a thing. You turn around, come back in into the sprinklers, and the sun's right in your eyes. The sun's that funny shiny thing in the sky over there that you rarely see these days.
Oh, I feel like I did really well there. I don't know if I butchered it.
He started slowing there. You could hear that. You could hear that. Yeah, he lifted off when he got to about there.
Braking, I just slowed down to 60.
Said he slowed down to 60.
He slowed down to about 40 from 60 and then put the brakes on.
Buddy.
Yeah.
No one knows who's going to win, and unfortunately, only the team have got all the numbers.
Oh, those are definitely not the winter tyres. Definitely not winter tyres or cold weather tyres. Yeah, definitely not cold weather tyres. Massive, massive difference.
So this is it, my final go in the Ferrari Roma Spider. And then we get to find out the results.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. This time, we are in the black Roma Spider. Let's find out which tyres this one's got. Are we all good to go?
Yeah, we're good to go, mate.
Got to get to 60, and then we've got to slow down.
Listen for him backing off.
I'm being arrogant. I reckon I smashed him on that.
I reckon he's a cheat. That's what I reckon.
I'm really, really putting my foot down into the brake.
Clearly hear that he started backing off there. But we'll see when we measure it. But I think I'll start measuring from over there for this one, just to make the cheating fair. Where's the tape measure? I'm going to start it from over here somewhere. Someone get the other end.
So why do cold weather tyres work? Unlike summer tyres, which harden and lose grip below 7 degrees Celsius, cold weather tyres stay soft and pliable, keeping your contact with the road strong, even in freezing conditions. They're made from a softer rubber compound, allowing the tyre to deform around the road surface, gripping into it instead of gliding over it. You'll also see more aggressive tread patterns, deeper grooves, wider channels, and crucially, more surface area in contact with the road. And then there are sipes, the diagonal cuts across each tread block. These act like tiny biting edges, helping the tyre dig into wet, icy, or snowy roads, and clear water faster to reduce the risk of aquaplaning. On performance cars like Ferraris, you might notice markings such as K1, K2, or K3 on the sidewall. On Michelin tyres, that K marking means the tyre has been developed in direct partnership with Ferrari, engineered, tested, and approved specifically for that vehicle. It's not just about fitting the right size, it's about fitting a tyre that's been tuned to the car's weight, balance, and braking characteristics. And that's why we've partnered with Michelin on this video, to show exactly how much difference the right tyre can make when conditions change. Day 1 was all about one thing, stopping power. As we head into day 2, we're taking the Ferraris onto the wet handling circuit, where the real test begins.
Owen, so day 2.
Yeah, day 2. Well, day 1 was quite fun, wasn't it? Even though the weather was
awful,
challenging. Yeah, but behind us we seem to have not a straight line, but a roundabout. So yeah, I wonder what the day 2 challenge is going to bring.
Put a lot of trust in us.
And here it comes.
Here we go. We have an envelope.
The Top Gear cut budget.
Yep.
Yeah. Both the red Ferraris had cold weather tyres.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
that's what I would have said as well. Yeah, the difference to me was almost night and day. So the results from yesterday, oh surprise. Best overall driver average, George, 41.9 metres. Best individual stop was George at 34.5 metres on the Roma Spider with the cold weather tyres.
Insert you saying I cheated.
I reckon he's a cheat. That's what I reckon. Yeah, well, that one we are going to take to VAR because I'm pretty convinced that A, you weren't doing 60 mile an hour when you hit, and B, you started braking before the cones.
So George's videographer and editor here, and I was lucky enough to have the meta glasses footage of George's runs. I went through frame by frame to see if George was cheating. Though he didn't always accelerate all the way up to the braking mark, he was still going over 60, and he did appear to be braking on his mark. And so technically, he hasn't broken the rules, and unfortunately, Owen, it means George wins this one.
Best tyre setup all round. The cold weather tyres on both Ferrari models were on average 6.9 metres shorter stopping distance. So if you relate that to a car length, that's probably about 1.5 of the Purosangues, so 1.5 car lengths difference between the cold weather tyres to the warm weather tyres. And if you relate that to normal road driving, that's the difference between hitting the car in front and not hitting the car in front, so that's a big difference.
Now I'm noticing challenge 2 here. I'm going to take this.
You read out challenge 2.
Now, so today's challenge is, on the wet handling course, you will each be challenged to set the fastest lap time.
We're going to start round about there, I think, and then we go down here, round the thing, and back round to there.
This time you will be told exactly what tyres you have, that you've been given, and same rules apply as last time. So fastest lap wins, so please drive safe.
Should be translated as please do not crash the £500,000 Ferrari.
No, I'm going to be, I'm going to drive very carefully. Captain Slow is what my friends call me. Ferrari have nothing to worry about, but I'm still going to win.
Let's see.
We'll see what happens.
So this is the first run on the wet handling circuit. George is going first because I went first yesterday, so it's only fair that George goes first today. So we have the red Purosangue, and that is on the cold weather tyres. So first run, cold weather tyres, Purosangue. I'm going to start the stopwatch probably about 30 seconds before I let George go, but no, not really. I'm going to do it all fair, and we'll see how George gets on his hot lap. Or probably a lukewarm lap, to be fair. Right, ready, George? I mean, the car sounds terrible. It sounds really rough. No good at all. I mean, I looked in the boot earlier and there's no chance that I'd get my fishing gear in it. So it's not much use. Still going around the first bend.
It's so bright, so difficult to see. Guys, I'd love to be sending this, but this car is so expensive. I'm sure it can do so much better than this. But with an amateur like me.
I'm not going to show you that. Now, what they were saying as well is that the people that do this all the time know the lines on the track, which obviously we don't know. And parts of the track are more worn than other parts of the track, which means that they are more grippy than some parts of the track. So we're just doing it kind of blind, and we'll get nowhere near any of the times that other people will get.
So now it's Owen's first time on track here with the Purosangue on cold weather tyres. I've just done mine. Now let's see what his lap time is. 3, 2, 1, go! Gosh, that was a good pull off. I'm Mr. Careful, but I was saying on camera earlier that I know he's got his police reputation as well. Yeah, I'm hoping he takes it slow. Right, 35 seconds in, 37, 38. Come on, mate, slow down. Just slow down so I can win. 2, 3, go. You did good. You did good.
Okay, so Purosangue 2, these are the warm weather tyres on the blue car. Now what Ferrari are telling us is it's probably a good 10 mile an hour or so slower with these, but we haven't told George that, so we'll see how he gets on. So, are we ready? Oh. Ready?
Oh God, they're breaking traction straight away.
He got there in the end, didn't he? I should have just left it running because that wasn't my problem.
These tyres are not designed to be on a car like this in these conditions. And
with that taking into account, it puts much more risk on the table. This is 720 horsepower, it's a naturally aspirated V12, and if I put my foot on the pedal too hard, we risk not only going into the tyres, but messing up a very expensive car. Now it's very bright here.
Has he stopped?
So I don't want to take any risks.
I think he's just going really slow, but...
And my reputation for being Mr. Safe is on the line, and I can just feel that there's very limited traction here. So, get around this corner before I put any...
Yeah, there's a significant difference there between the warm and the cold weather tyres. Yeah, well, we shall reveal all later. He's doing it again, look. Why is he doing that? Why can't he just carry on driving all the way round?
I've had my go in the blue Purosangue, and now it's Owen's turn, but this time it's got warm weather tyres, so it should make it much more difficult and he might break traction. 3, 2, 1, go! That was a really good takeoff.
Well, that let go already.
Yeah, he's going to smash me on this.
It's letting go in a straight line, let alone round a bend.
Is he going to take advantage of this straight? He probably is. He did in the last one.
Not overly confident in these tyres, I have to say. Definitely a lot different to the other tyres.
No one's spun off yet, but... Fair play. Impressive.
Bring the camera. Look, he's cheating already. So this is the first run in the Roma Spider. This one is with the cold weather tyres. So yeah, having done a couple of laps on it, it's very different to the Purosangue. So let's see how George gets on with this one. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It's not quite like my aggressive start in the Purosangue, is it? Where we nearly went straight into the tyre wall before we got to the first bend.
Oh, scary stuff. These are the cold weather tyres.
Having not driven a rear-wheel drive car in about 20 years, it'll be an interesting experience.
Being a rear-wheel drive car, oh gosh, I can feel it slipping already.
Yeah, my last rear-wheel drive car was a Cosworth, stage 3 Cosworth, and that was about 20 odd years ago now. So.
I can just feel it, like kicking out every couple seconds.
There he comes.
God forbid what this thing's going to be like later when we've got normal tyres.
To be fair, I think he's done all right.
Now, I had a great time in the Roma Spider, but now it's Owen's turn. But remember, this one, being rear-wheel drive, is on the cold weather tyres. So, are we ready? So, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm not going to go for quite such an aggressive start as we had in the Purosangue, but...
I really want to nail this one. If I beat him on anything, it's got to be the rear-wheel drive car, because it's been 20 years since he's had a Cosy. I've recently had a Mustang, so it should be me taking the win on this.
I don't think it matters how many practice laps I have, I still won't be able to go any faster, so...
It's so lively, like it keeps skipping, but I was saying inside the car that God forbid what this is like on tyres that aren't designed for the wet.
Keep it straight coming out of here.
So that was Owen's go in the Roma Spider, rear-wheel drive, potentially sketchy, but it's going to get even worse in a minute when we put the incorrect tyres on a car for these kind of conditions.
Okay, so the last run that we've got, it's the Roma Spider with the warm weather tyres. So with it being rear-wheel drive, this is going to be quite an interesting one, I think. But we'll let George go first, and then if he crashes it, then it's not my fault. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, lost traction there.
Again, not as good as my blistering start in the Purosangue, but he's off anyway.
We heard it snap up, so that says it all. You don't want to be sliding out. Like I said, while these tyres are still awesome, they're just not as good at keeping grip.
I think the rear-wheel drive and the warm weather tyres are going to make quite a considerable difference in this car. I mean, he's almost stopped going around there.
Oh my God, back end was fully out then.
I have to say also with that car, you can't see the inside of the track as easily. The A-pillar gets in the way a little bit.
Just goes to show, high-powered car without the right tyres on for the environment is not the best way to maximise the potential from your Ferrari. I mean, or any car for that matter, but I just don't want to make anything go wrong, so I'm being extra careful.
So he's taken 10 minutes already, and the stopwatch is going to run out of battery in a minute.
I've already had it slide out, boys. I don't want to put my foot down too much. Oh, it's just risky.
Is anyone else bored yet? Okay, it's not bad actually. Yeah, he's done quite well, in all fairness. He's doing it again. No, there we go.
So the final test is now on. Owen is going out in the Roma Spider with the tyres that are not suited to this environment. I've just gone out. There's a high chance he might slip out and cause some accidents. Let's see what actually happens. 3, 2, 1, go! Definitely go faster on the other one. You get a bit more confidence when you've got the tyres designed for the rain. Come on, mate. Come on. So that was Owen's final lap on the tyres that shouldn't be here in the wet as much so as the cold weather tyres. Let's go back and check out the results because I want to know who won. Now, Owen, how do you think you got on?
Well, I definitely had more confidence in the Purosangue, but you could really tell the difference between the two sets of tyres in both cars.
But let's find out. This is what we've been hoping for all day. Do you think you won? Do you think I took the biscuit? What do you reckon?
Difficult to tell, difficult to tell.
Okay, now the moment of truth. As we mentioned earlier, top gear budget. So, today's winner, on average, with a time of 1 minute 06:26 was you, on average.
Of course it was.
My average time was 1:07:26.
That's like a lifetime.
I've got some better news for you,
yeah.
Judging by this. The best timed lap was you with a 1:03, so that was actually your lowest time, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the penultimate question, the reason we're here at HORIBA MIRA, the cold weather tyres on average were 3.3 seconds quicker. Look.
Yeah, so it just goes to show that it makes a big difference. And although obviously it's going to be more expensive to have two sets of tyres, it does make a huge difference. And I'll certainly be, thinking about that in the future.
In summary, it's one win each. I took day 1 in the straight line braking test, and Owen took day 2 around the wet handling circuit. But honestly, that's not really the takeaway here. The real winner today is cold weather tyres. And the important thing to remember is, this doesn't just apply to high performance cars like Ferraris. Whether you're driving something powerful or just your everyday car, the right tyres can make a huge difference when temperatures drop. And after all, they're the only thing connecting your car to the road.
Before we go, I just want to say a huge thank you to both Ferrari and to HORIBA MIRA for giving us the opportunity here, because it's been a great opportunity. It's been a good couple of days, even with the weather as bad as it was yesterday. It's been fantastic, and the results show really what we were here to prove. So thank you to everyone involved.
I couldn't agree more, but I do want to add something as well. Without you guys watching these videos, Ferrari wouldn't have known about us in the first place. The support from you guys is endlessly appreciated. My team as well. Big ups to Ferrari, big ups to HORIBA MIRA for having us, but more importantly, thank you to Michelin for making some epic tyres.